Hey y'all, Philip here. Got something to share with you today. Got this in the mail a couple weeks ago. This is my custom Santia Ultimate Corncob pipe. Like I said, I got it in a couple weeks ago. Meant to do a box opening, never got around to it. Got a little hasty, had to smoke it. My bad. But here I'm doing a review right now of it. And I've seen a few other reviews of it. I think 8, 9 of them, something like that. And I'm gonna try to do something a little more different, I reckon. Try to go a little more in depth with it, give you a general anatomy of the pipe, and then try to get more into the actual build and construction of the pipe, the engineering, one would say. And that's what I'm gonna try to do here. I'm gonna try to keep it a little short though. But for those of you who don't know, Riccardo Santia is making these pipes. Up in Canada, it's been making pipes for about 10 years and been making these ultimate corncob pipes for about a year and a half now. You can find them on his site, rsantiapipes.com. You can find them on aristocob.com, and you can find them at mekalawpipe.com. I'll put all those links down below. To basic anatomy of the pipes, he's using Missouri meerschaum cobs. He is using bamboo shanks, and he is using either acrylic or ebonite stems. And he is putting, instead of a hardwood plug like some of the higher end Missouri meerschaums, he's actually putting a Briar plug in the bottom of it. As far as the bowls go, he's using different size bowls. You can get them all the way from right under the Pride or Legend to up to like a freehand or general sized ones. The shanks themselves, this one you can see is comes in at an angle and is straight. He has some that come in straight and are straight. He has some that come in angle like this one and are straight. He also has some that actually do a curve or a bend in them up, and I've seen them where they go down too, which is very unique. As far as the stems go, he is using, I've seen 5 or 6 different styles of stems. And on this one particular, I asked for this style, which I've considered the kind of Danish freehand style. But he's using those. He orders them, I think they're pre-made when he orders them, and he bends them accordingly to whatever pipe he puts them on, and he shapes the tenons themselves. And as far as the tenon goes, well, before I take it off completely, see that? It's not coming off. Not twisting off very easily. When I pull it off, it takes a little bit of elbow grease, but it's not going to crack the shank or anything like that. It comes off relatively easily, but just enough where it's not going to slip off. And see the tenons? Shapes them himself. He is not drilling them at a variable 9mm like the Missouri meerschaums. So they are filterless pipes. This is I asked him specifically, and it is a 4mm drill. And as far as the fit goes, from the airway to the end of the tenon there, and the fit of the mortise tenon is perfect. It comes up all the way to the hole or the airway in the shank. So there should be no turbulence as that goes, and I cannot detect any. I mean, it smokes beautifully. With the shanks, he's also doing this roasting, toasting, or flaming technique, whatever you want to call it, which brings out a completely different tonality in it, as if it was just plain. Adds kind of darkened areas to it, makes it look rustic, and I like it. I like it a lot. As far as the finishes on the bowls go, this one is smooth, and it has a I would call it a dark walnut color, but it's not just one color. The way he applied the stain is unique. I don't know how he put it on. It looks maybe like he did down and up strokes on it, but either way, it comes off on a kind of like like having a wood grain almost appearance to it. I don't know if this is coming through on the video or not, but I will put links to still pictures down below, so y'all can click on those and check those out. It'll be high resolution still pictures. But other than the smooth finishes, which range from like a corny yellow to all the way to this darkened brown, almost black color, he's also using a rusticated style finish, and it's real cool. I mean, I liked it. I felt it more appropriate just to go with a full smooth finish on this pipe particular, but the next one I'm talking to him about getting is going to have a combination of rusticated and smooth, which I've also seen and I liked a lot. You can check those out on any of the websites that I mentioned. Also, what he's doing with the Briar plugs, you see some of them that are cut smooth on the bottom, and some of them actually like protrude out, and using like a little piece of like plateau that comes out of it. And the guy from Aristocrat, I believe his name is Scott, he pinpointed or knocked it on the head what I was thinking it looked like, and that was like a little piece of stalk that actually comes out from the bottom of it. Real cool. But on this pipe, what I asked for specifically, instead of having the little piece that comes out or having it cut flush, what I wanted was a whole briar bottom. So that's one chunk of briar right there at the bottom, and it's that beautiful like cedar red briar. So it has a briar plug in it. Now, he does have the briar plug in it, but he also has a briar base on it, which adds a little bit of weight at the bottom of the pipe, which I like. I like a heavier pipe personally. Also, what I asked him to do is cut the bowl top and bottom at an angle. And I like that, because not only did I instantly fall in love with his pipes as soon as I saw them, but before that, I was contemplating on getting a cherry wood or a canted poker shape. So this was the best of both worlds for me. I contacted him and he worked it up for me. I drew him a picture. This is what he gave me, and it looks just like the picture. I swear to God it does. And other than those few details, as far as the engineering go, I always said it was drilled 4 millimeters all the way through, right? But what he's doing is, unlike the Missouri Meerschaums, is he's not bringing the shank through the bottom of the pipe here. He's cutting it flush with the side of the wall, of the inside of the wall, and bringing that briar plug up to the bottom of the air hole. So the air hole comes out flush with the bottom of the pipe, which is, I mean, the best way to put it is drilled like a briar pipe, or like a quality briar pipe should be drilled anyway. And I prefer this much, much more than, or over, the Missouri Meerschaum pipes. I'm not knocking Missouri Meerschaum, they make quality pipes, but I prefer this much more, many-fold. And other than that, what he's done is, in case you didn't know, Missouri Meerschaum had a bad growing season, and some of their larger cobs, they have discontinued momentarily. It's getting hard to find the freehands and the generals and some of the larger ones. You can still find the legends and stuff like that. The smaller ones, they're still producing those from what I understand. But because they had a bad growing season, the large cobs are hard to find and hard to get a hand on. So what he's done is defied nature, basically gave it a middle finger, and in lieu of having larger cobs, he's actually started to stack cobs. So this one particularly, you can't tell it from the outside, but the only reason I realized it is because it had a little lip on the inside. But this is actually two cobs put together. He sandwiched them. About that much of the pipe is one cob, and then the top little section right here is a different cob. And I've smoked this bad boy about 15-20 times now, and there's no sign of separation or deterioration or anything like that. You cannot even tell it's two different cobs. I mean, it seems like it's one whole cob. It really does. And I mean, he just did a great job on that. So if you contact him and ask him, he can make a pipe pretty much as big as you want it to be. I mean, I reckon there's no limitation on exactly how tall the pipe can be. Now, the diameter of it, you can only get it so big. It doesn't matter how tall the corncob grows, they only grow so big around. If none of y'all have ever messed with corn or anything like that, they grow exponentially longer than they do in girth. So the diameter of the corncob is not going to fluctuate that much depending on the height of the bowl itself. But other than this badass little pipe, I also asked him for a matching custom tamper. So this is what he gave me. This is what he sent me right here. Bam. You got the Briar cap on it, and it's like a piece of plateau briar right there. That's pretty badass. And then, you know, the bamboo shank, and it's carbonized at the bottom there. But he surprised me with this part, and I liked it. Check this out. Bam. Poker. And it's just the right length to reach all the way to the bottom of the pipe. Also, what he's done, and he did this specifically, I had to ask him about it, and he told me yes. He confirmed my thoughts on this. I don't know how well it's going to come across, but when you dip this down in here, right, this last knuckle right here is just the right diameter to lightly scrape the walls of the bowl, so it actually keeps the cake in check. It'll allow a little layer of cake to build up, but not enough to where it would be really prominent or adding flavor and stuff like that. Just enough to insulate the inside of the bowl. And I thought that was great. That was awesome, because I like a little bit of cake in the corn cobs. I don't like, you know, a cake like I put in the Briars, but I don't like it completely bald either, like some people wipe it out. So that was awesome. Other than those two little ditties, he sent me a regular bamboo tamper, carbonized at both ends, just like you get with any of his other pipes. Real cool, real nice little knock-around thing. Also, came with one of his custom little bags. Guy's name right there on it, and I think it's velvet, might be velour, some other synthetic material. Real nice, soft bag, quality bag too. I mean, it's pretty tough. Ain't gonna fall apart on you. Nice little drawstring bag. Also sent me a nice little bag for my tamper too. I thought that was pretty cool. It's purple, so the black and purple go well together. Reminds me of Crown Royal. Him being from Canada, you know, I think that's pretty appropriate. Other than that, got some business cards from him. Sent me a few of them. Keep one in my wallet, keep one in my pipe bag, keep one in that pipe bag. And the rest of them I already gave away, trying to do a little promotional work for him for free. And just because I appreciate the work he's done. He's a small businessman. Got to support our small businessmen. Other than that, took about 2.5 weeks from first emailing him to actually getting my pipe. Very quick and efficient. Actually, after he started building it and got it done, from the time he shipped it to me, it only took, I think, a week and like 2 days. So very quick shipping, actually, coming from Canada. It's packaged very well. He even wrote me a nice little note on the inside lip of the box. Very cool. I recommend you getting one of these pipes. Their quality and build and everything, fit and finish, just impeccable. I really like them. I'm actually in the process right now of talking to him and talking about getting another one. It's going to be a little more radical or unique than this one right here. But get one, contact him, support him. I mean, that's about all I can say. Until next time, thank you, Riccardo, and y'all have a good day.